Good morning. No, let's say this again. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is 1 p.m. on July the 21st of 2019. And I took some pictures yesterday, probably the night before yesterday, of these rainbow ships, July the 20th. So it was yesterday. We have rainbow ships in the clouds. In the sky. We have rainbow ships in the sky, and we have a little bit more detail. Hello, MB TV. I am perfectly fine. I hope you're fine too. Um, yeah, we have some more. See, I don't like to do this because it doesn't do justice to these pictures right here of the rainbow ships that are in the sky. Even if I were to zoom up, see it makes it like that. So I really don't want to do that. I'm going to have to put those pictures in a video, a little video. Hello. Good afternoon to everyone. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in Salem, Indiana. And it's extremely hot. I think it's around 85 degrees. The heat index, I'm sure, is way up there. It's way up there. Shalom. 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 I really don't know how to pronounce it. I don't. I'm trying to get to my photo area of my Facebook page so I can see if I can see these pictures in a smaller format other than big and giant, okay? So we are going to look at them in a smaller format, even though it doesn't do too much justice, but you can see that these ships are still up here. These are the inverted views. Hello. 99 degrees. Oh my gosh. That is extremely hot. This is the inverted view of the rainbow ships that were in the sky. I know it's kind of blurry. Hello. Hello. Yeah, if you have a Facebook page or you don't, or you have a Facebook account, you can go check out these inverted images of the ships that are in the sky. And I did take these pictures with my iPhone 8 and a clip-on lens. This is the inverted view. So you see they are showing up in the inverted view. It's just the screen is so big. I wonder if I can shrink this screen down. I can shrink that screen down, but the pictures are still a little bit big, but I guess it cuts off the glare. 101, Keisha. That's extremely, extremely hot. 101. I remember when I lived in Nevada, it literally felt as if you would stick your face into an oven. You open up the oven. That's the type of heat that I felt in Nevada, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that type of heat too. I'm doing fine. To all of you who are asking, I'm doing perfectly fine. Thank you. I'm just going to show you some of these pictures on here in the inverted mode. These are the inverted mode. They're not the actual pictures in color, but they're ones in the inverted mode to show you that they do show up with them. So yeah. And I will put these in a video format because this is not doing justice for them. But we do have different shapes that are showing up, different shapes that are showing up, and it really just makes me think, what's going on? This is not inverted. That is not the inverted view right there. But you can see from this picture right here, we do have more detail that is showing up. Slightly more detail of the different colors. And they are rainbow. Yeah. Well, that could be true. Maybe they are trying to get rid of us. But we'll be around as long as we're supposed to. Here's some more inverted views. I guess I can swing this bar across here of these ships right here. Let me, yeah, and I do apologize for like having to show these off my computer screen, but I will put these in a video format. I'll try to do that when I end this a live video, I'll put the inverted images and also the real images. Yeah, because yeah, you can't really. I got to get these things off of here. I can't move these comments off my Facebook page. I can't read them, move them off there. They literally take up my whole page. But that's all right. That is quite all right. Um, you're welcome. What I'm doing, I would not encourage anyone to get on the World Wide Web or internet and do what I'm doing, because you do face a lot of scrutiny and vicious people who like to spew venom out of their mouth. So you got to have really tough skin, real tough skin for the type of what I'm doing, the type of work that I'm doing. You've got to have tough skin. I'm going to enlarge this because I can't really see it that well, but you can see right here from these images. Hello. um, brave. Yeah, I am brave. I don't like to, I'm not going to be a doormat for people. I'm not going to be a doormat for anyone. When I was younger, I wouldn't speak up, but now I've got the strength within me to speak up against the people who just like to get out there and cause trouble. Yeah, well, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. Um, I think there's this old saying that comes into my mind: "Stupid is as stupid says." These people who spew out things because they don't have anything better to say, and really, out of the overflow of the heart comes all these things out, and you speak them or you think them, and that's really what defiles a person. You'll know them by their fruits. Whatever comes out of their mouth is what's inside of here. Okay, otherwise it wouldn't be coming out, and they would not have any intention of doing things like that. Hello. That is me. I'm going to try to flip this around. I'm going to try to flip this around. These were the inverted images, and you can see there's 12, 13, 14, 15 of them, and I will put them in video format for you all to see, but I didn't do it yet. I did not do it yet. No, I'm not. That's child play. That's child play. This is not a game. All of this that's going on, it's not a game. I want to show you this comment right here that was Jay Brawley shared. You can see this orb. You can see this orb. I would assume that this was taken, I don't know where this was taken, but this is an orb outside of the sun. You can see that these are UFO crafts. Okay, yeah, this is the donut-shaped UFO crafts that are up there, I guess, in the Soho imagery and things. And look at these frequency waves. Yeah, these things are massive. I'm pretty sure this is the sun, but these things are literally massive up there in the sky. A lot of these are. So that's a pretty good image. And you know, if you zoom up on this like this, even from these satellite images, you have this same squiggly things in the background that we all have on here. You have the same ones. Yeah. So I think that's pretty neat. It is neat to read some of the comments that people write. Rick Lakota, we love you on the Real Angels group. Left under the center. You know what? And I see a face on this. I'm going to see this. I don't know who this was shared from, but I see a face right here. Big giant head. An eye, an eye. Look at that. So you can, if you've looked at the any of these Soho Lasco imagery, you can see these if you're lucky enough to catch them. Yeah, it's on there. They are on there. Yeah. I can't remember. I think I haven't been back on YouTube since last week. I try to get on here at least once a week. And if I'm not, I do try to share if I'm on the Facebook. You know, this is very interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting. My friend sent this picture that she took of this car, and all these light beings showed up. You're going to see all kinds of things like this on my YouTube, on my Facebook or stuff. I'm just going to post things that I find that is interesting. All these light things showed up on here, and you know, these aren't, there were no other lights there. This was actually at nighttime. Look at this. This even looks like a being's head right here. For those of you who are into this kind of stuff, this literally looks like a being's head with two great big eyes. I'm not going to say what I think this is right here. This literally looks like it came from another dimension. You can see smaller ones like that. Yeah, with the big lips too. And it reminds me of the one image that I caught in the sky with a face like this, but it had the big jagged teeth. Yeah, a gray face also. Yeah, here's the gray face also. Yeah, so that was a pretty interesting image that was shared. And this stuff is real. This stuff is real. What's going on? And it's not a joke. None of this is anything to laugh about. None of this is anything to make fun of, because sooner or later, everyone's going to be face to face with things like this, because it is as if this dimension is literally blending in with ours, and more people are seeing things like that. Yeah, it's not nothing to play around with, um, or anything like that. I'm not sure. I don't think I've shared these images. Yeah, you found people like you. Yeah, I don't know if I've showed these images. I may not have, of the sun. You know, I've been trying to, when I get these pictures, I've been trying to upload them to my YouTube channel. But every time I try to put these in video formats and upload them, it tells me that an error occurred, and that is why I have not been able to do it. But these pictures were from July the 18th, so this was last week. You can see all the ships that are in the sky still. And you know, they're in really good detail. Really good detail, these ships are. I might be able to, that's a little bit zoom up. I should be able to zoom up on some of these that are right here. And I don't know how many people are getting these types of images. I really don't, because I'm not on the Facebook. This right here was a shot of the moon that showed up in that photo, because I pointed my camera straight at the moon that night, and it showed up also. So I'll try to include these videos also into the video format if I can upload them like that. I just use a simple clip-on lens. I just use a simple clip-on lens that you can just clip onto your phone. You know, the size of a baby food jar. The lid on there is maybe be about that big. It might be about that big, but you can buy them on Amazon. Just don't buy no big humongous one, because I don't know what type of image you may get with a great big humongous lens. Yeah. But I go through these really fast. You can see the windows on these ships, and I don't have a human explanation as to why I'm able to get these pictures, okay? For someone who wants a realistic explanation, I'm not going to give you one, because I don't have one. If you want a spiritualistic explanation, I meant to get these to share them. I can give you an explanation like that. Well, I have heard that said that I was chosen to get these images. It's certainly not something that I was thinking about doing later on down the road in my life. When I was younger, I didn't think about doing anything like this. It never entered my mind at all. It never entered my mind. this blue has shown up. I don't know if you all can see it as blue. I don't know if I can even, you can see the blue. Okay, you can see the blue at that angle. This blue showed up in the camera, but it has not showed up anymore, this hue of blue that's on the sun. I know it looks white for you all right now, but there was blue, a blue hue, if I can even get it to show up. This, I'm trying to angle this so you could possibly see it, but you can't, not on here, but you will see it when I put the pictures in the video format. You'll see the hint of blue that showed up on these pictures. And you can't see it right here either, but there's a massive amount. And again, I know this does not do justice showing you these pictures like this. It does not, because you cannot see the details on them. You cannot see the details on them. You cannot. Yeah. Well, I am just about running out of words, but I did want to get on here. And you know, I have noticed a lot of a lot of comments coming on here, focusing on the star video that I did where the winged being came out of the star. I had a lot of people focusing on that and making some rude comments. I did notice that, but you know what? It didn't deter me. It did not deter me one bit, and it's not going to, because I've come way too far down this road to get deterred by people using words, to just mere words out of their mouth to try to stop me. And in fact, I think I'm going to click on that video right now. I'm going to click on this video, and you know, they're not even worth my comments, so I don't even comment. I don't even comment to them, and I can't really, the 20-second mark, we're going to see if we can catch this winged being at the 20-second mark on here. I am going to see if we can see it again. I was hoping that we might see it last night, but we didn't see it last night. I think a little bit too far. I'm trying to look at this myself to see if I can see it. Okay, I seen it. I seen it. We're going to look at it. We're going to watch it. It's going to get ready to fly down. Right there, it flew out. It was a giant winged being. You can see it. It's giant. It comes down from the top of the star, and it literally flies out. So this is not a mere star that we're looking at. Not a mere star at all. This is a giant winged being that came from the top of that star. For those of you want to see that video, it's called, it says winged being has come out of this star is what it is. And these winged beings, they are giant. I'm telling you right now, they are massive. These winged beings are massive in the sky. So just think of big, giants with wings up there. I know it sounds mythical, but it's not. It's not at all. And you know what I'm going to do? I had a whole lot of comments about that, and they weren't really nice at all. But they were focusing on that very section of the video. Let me see if I can get this here. I'm going to see if I can flip this around and get this winged being coming out of here again. When it gets back to this area, we're going to see it slowly come out. It's getting ready to come out once it shakes. And you can slow down your video and you can see it for yourself as it comes out. Yeah, so it's really big. It's really big. Yeah. So if you all haven't seen that video, I want to try to escape and get out of that screen. It's the one that had a lot of trolls on it, but that's okay. That's okay. And it's called Wing Being. Yeah, the Wing Being came out. Yeah, and you know, you can go back through all of these videos. I've got tons and tons of videos. You can even see the UFO shape in the tornado right here. So these UFOs do, they get in the sky. They get in the sky, and you know, you can even see. Let me skip back. You can even see this right here, a wing being. You can see like an eagle formed and all of this kind of stuff. You can see all of that on throughout this YouTube. And with that, you know, I think I'm going to go, but I would encourage you, if you're new to the YouTube channel, you can just take a look at all these videos. There's tons of videos. There's tons of videos of these UFO ships in the sky, and they are all. This was pretty neat. Look at this. I forget about all the things that I have been shown, but this literally looked like a man sitting on a throne right here. So you can see that yourself. But yeah, take a look at those and just check out all those videos. They are all of my own capturing, unless I say that someone else has caught it. They're all my own, and I don't really have anyone helping me do any of this. Well, we're going to end this video right here. Thank you all for being interested, and you know, if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up, because it does help generate them more, so other people can see them. I guess it sends it as a suggested video, a suggested video. I do have a little tip. For you all. If you're air conditioning, you know it's extremely hot. It's extremely hot. So my air conditioning, I went to town with my daughter one day, and the air was working fine, and then I came back, and it was blowing out warm air. So if your air conditioning is doing that, if you've turned your air on and it's all of a sudden blowing out warm air, you need to go outside to your that's me. You need to go outside to your furnace outside this air conditioning unit and see if it's buzzing, to see if it's still buzzing. And if you hear a buzzing sound, on your air conditioning unit, you need to take out this capacitor that's in there. I'm going to show you it. A capacitor on there. I'm going to show you this little video part right here. I replaced my capacitor yesterday on here, because my air conditioning unit was not working. So I'm going to show you this little tip. I would share this video also, if I can get down there and flip that around. I'm talking a lot right here. I can't even find it on there. Right here. This thing right here, this is a capacitor thing. It's behind a panel on the back of your air conditioning unit with 4 screws. But you need to take a picture of this with your phone. If your unit is blowing out warm air and you come outside and your air conditioning's turned on, but you hear a buzzing sound, there is a plug on the wall outside by your air conditioning unit that you need to pull out a fuse plug, and then that cuts the electricity off to this. And then you take this thing right here off. This is a capacitor. Take it off and go get you a replacement right here. Get you a replacement, and then put it back on. But if you go out there and you got your air conditioning on in the house and you don't hear any sound at all coming there, and you go ahead and you replace that capacitor, you're not going to get nothing, because chances are your motor is locked up. But that's a little bitty tip. If you all have been on my Facebook page, you would see that, because it is hot. Alrighty, well, Gina is going to go now. I'm going to go now. I'm sorry this is not too informative of a video. Yeah, but it's a spur of the moment video. Yeah.